New chapter starting over. Who this ain't over? Corazón no es café en la mañana, dreams en la mente. Glow up, baby, tú eres suficiente.
Hi, and welcome to the Latina Love Diaries. I'm your host, Carolina, and today it's just me. There are no guests, there are no distractions. This episode is just kind of me sitting down, having a one-on-one with you, a little bit of an honest catch-up, if you will, tell you what's been going on with my life. I'm still in the process of kind of figuring out how to do this. So I have notes. If you see me looking down, that's why. I took a little bit of a hiatus. I really took about a month off, and the reason for that was simply that I needed to. And I've learned to be okay with that. I've learned to be okay with taking time when I need to and to not apologize for that. To learn to honor what my body needs and what my mental health needs are. And so I had to take a little time because there were still things that I had left to process. There was still things that I honestly still had to release and let go of, and things that I was holding on to that were no longer serving me. And I just kind of had to look back and see how far I've come and really be able to step away from these things that were no longer serving me, kind of let all that go, really take time to look at why I was hanging on to these ideas or people, and just how to go about releasing them. So that's why I took some time off. I needed to process some of these things I was holding on to. And also I really needed to take time and feel the joy that I was feeling. May was a lot of fun for me. May was full of a lot of joy. I mean, it's been 1 year, if you can believe it, since we got here. We've been here for a whole year. Last May, in the beginning of May, we were still scrambling, figuring out how we were going to leave Texas, putting everything together. I mean, there was a lot of tension in the air. There was a lot of stress, putting the whole thing together. And now I'm here. We made it. We drove here. We got here at the end of May, and it's been a whole year later. And I'm here. I did it. It's gorgeous here. I absolutely love it here. And it's an incredible life. I love the weather, but to be honest, it has taken me time to settle in and to adjust. It hasn't all just been palm trees and sunshine, right? My dad passed away when we got here. He passed away about 2 months into us getting here. And that's something that I really have had to take time to kind of process throughout the year, let the pain wash over me when it comes, cry when I need to cry, and kind of even give thanks for the fact that I was able to be there for my dad until the very end of his life, that I was able to have him with me and in my home. But I did have a lot of trauma relating to the end of his days because they weren't easy. When you have to see somebody pass away in front of you, somebody that you love so much, I mean anybody, but when it's somebody that you love so much and you have to see them slowly wither away and die, it's a lot. There was a lot of tears shed. I feel very grateful that my mind has somehow protected me and taken away those images of what my dad looked like at the very end. I don't really remember that anymore, and that's something that I'm really, really grateful for. But it is something that I did have to process this year. It's something that I did have to go through, and it wasn't easy. I love my dad a lot. He was my hero. He was everything to me, and I have so many amazing memories with him, and I'm thankful for that. I'm really, really thankful for that. I'm learning to be thankful instead of sad because my dad had a really long life and he lived it on his terms. So it's not like he passed away before his time or he passed away when I was young. My dad lived a full, long, incredible life that he really, really enjoyed and loved. So I'm learning to be thankful for the memories that I have, for the time that I had with him, for the fact that he was my dad, and kind of learning to gracefully accept the fact that it was his time and he had to go. And I'm glad that I was able to be there, that my kids were able to be there, that he was surrounded by the people that he loved the most. The 1 year anniversary of his passing is coming up in August, and I'm trying to figure out, what I want to do to honor him, if we're going to go to Joshua Tree and do something in the desert, or if we're going to go to the ocean, or what I want to do. But I know that I want to do something special to honor him. I love my dad. He's still very much part of my life. I still talk to him every single day, and I feel his presence. I think I feel his presence a lot more now. And the evidence is all these amazing, incredible things that have started happening more so in my life, right? And so, but that is something that I had to deal with, right? I was processing a lot of feelings and shedding a lot of tears for that. And at the same time, February was a really hard month for me. I cried a lot. I cried a lot in February, January and February for what was, what I lost, the family that could have been. I didn't realize that I was still holding on to these ideals in the back of my head and in my subconscious mind, right? And so they came to the forefront in January and February. And I had to really start processing that the family that I had, wanted and loved so much and cherished and what I wanted for them, it didn't come to pass. But you know what? That's okay because I still have that. I still have my family. My kids are with me. We have a really lovely home. We have a really peaceful life. There is no yelling in our home ever. I think the loudest person in our home is my daughter, Jolene. There is no breaking things. There are no holes in anything. It's just my beautiful home with my blue couch and my candles and my beautiful art and my paintings and my books and my skulls everywhere and nobody to say anything. I can decorate it however I want. And so I had to learn to kind of let go of the expectations for what could have been and be thankful for what I have now, because you know what? It is incredible. But that wasn't something that came easy to me. I had to cry a lot. I mean, I think I've cried for years about this. Every time I think I'm kind of healing and getting past it, something comes up again and it brings it up again. And so I spent a lot of time crying and processing that. But I think, by the end of February, a lot of those tears had started to dry up. And I started to really envision my life here in California. My vision for that life started to really take shape. When I was in Texas, I used to envision living here. I used to think about what it would be like, picture myself living here, picture myself going to the beach with the kids. I would say the place where I live now, I would say in front of the mirror, I live at blah, 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 blah. And I would say it every single day. I did this from January until we left in May. And just pictured myself there. So I'm starting to do the same thing here, where I can close my eyes and I'm seeing this amazing life take shape. I'm seeing what can be and what is coming. And you know what? I'm really excited for it. And it's making me see and understand that, yes, I lost something. And it is sad for me. I really, really, really mourn the loss of that relationship and the family that we had. But I have my family still. I didn't lose my kids. They're with me all the time. I have a beautiful home that I can provide and have for my kids. I am the sole provider. I am the top dog, and I'm doing it. And I'm doing it here in California. And you know what? That's incredible. And that's something to be really proud about. And that's something to be really happy about. So, by the end of February, the tears that I had kind of dried up. I started having some guests on the podcast. I started having a clearer vision for where I wanted things to go, right? Now I feel like I'm ready. I know more the direction that I want to take. I feel like I've learned a lot lately. Summer's here. I'm ready to continue my adventures. I'm ready to have more getaways. I'm ready to chase my dreams with everything I have in me. I'm so ready. The time is incredible. And I feel like the timing is perfect. It's been a year that we've been here. I've had time to settle in. I've had time to mourn. I'm ready. We're ready. We're ready to just enjoy our real first California summer here. We are ready to just enjoy everything that life here has to offer, and just really excited for what summer is bringing, right? And what's coming, Now, let's get to some of the good stuff. Let's get to some of the juicy gossip. As, if you've watched my Instagram, if you follow my Instagram or my TikTok, I've continued my adventures with my giant man. I mean, I can't say enough about this man. He's incredible. He's 6'6". He's delicious. He's a gentleman. He has shown me a world beyond anything I ever imagined. He has held space for me to heal and given me space to discover who I am now. He has shown me so many amazing new things. He showed me this life when I was in Texas, and he started bringing me over here and taking me to all these amazing hotels, the Lido House, the Paseo Hotel, Capri Laguna, the Pacific Edge. I mean, we have been all over the West and the in Hollywood. I mean, we've gone everywhere together. And he's shown me this incredible life, but then he also showed me how to get it for myself and for my kids. And that's something I'm really thankful for. I don't talk on that often, but he has absolutely shown me how to grow as a business, how to make more money, how to afford life here in California, and how to get more of it for myself and for my kids. I'm really, really thankful for that. So to tell you a little bit about what's been going on with us there lately, I mean, we've basically been going away since April, twice a month, every month. We kicked off April with our luxury stay at the Hyatt Regency in Irvine. It was an incredible stay. We went to dinner. Um, we worked on our projects together. So again, something that I haven't touched base on, but that is happening is we have several projects that we are working on together and they're coming to fruition. They're things that are doing really well. And I am, again, super, super thankful that I get to be a part of this, that he showed me this world and that he's made me a part of his life and his businesses and his things. And now I get this for myself. And I'm just incredibly thankful for that. So as I mentioned, we have some really massive projects. So we took time, we worked on those. We created some content. A lot of times when we're going on these getaways, we're also working. It's one of the things that really makes us work well together is that we're always thinking, we're always planning ahead, we're always focused on what's coming next or the pillars, as he calls them. We're always focused on what our pillars are and what we're doing to make sure that we're moving things forward and that everything we do is devoted to advancing these pillars, right? And so again, I've learned a lot. These trips have taught me a lot. At the end of May, we went away again, this time to the Hyatt in Newport Beach by the Back Bay. Incredible place. The view was amazing. The area was incredible. I mean, it was a really, really gorgeous place. Really family friendly too. I go to these places and I see some of them are really family friendly and it just gives me ideas for when to go back with the kids. So I love that too because it has me exploring places I wouldn't normally explore and discovering things I'd love to go and see with the kids that I wouldn't normally see, right? So I'm very thankful again for that. So that was our 2 outings in April. We had a great time. We created a lot of content. We worked on our projects together. I mean, it was really, really, really productive and it was an incredible month. I feel like I did a lot of work in my personal life and really putting things together in a routine together at home as well. Then came May. May came it's his birthday month. He's a May Day baby. And so we were celebrating his birthday. We went and we stayed at the Shade Hotel in Redondo Beach and had the most incredible 3 days. I mean, it was heaven. This hotel is incredible. Again, if you follow my Instagram, if you follow my TikTok, you've seen the posts. The room had a huge balcony with a hot tub in it. It was incredibly romantic. They had a champagne bottle waiting for us. The hotel property was amazing. There was a rooftop jacuzzi. And I don't know, there was something about this trip. I don't know if it was the hotel and it was the ambiance, if it was the area, if it was the spectacular sunsets in that rooftop jacuzzi, what it was, but there was something about this trip that really brought us closer together. And the sex was incredible. Again, something that I don't really talk about much, but I'm going to start talking about it. The sex was incredible. I mean, it's always really good, but I felt like it was more. It was more intense. We were more melded, our energies as one. It just felt like this intense melding of our energies. And it was just incredible, incredible. We went out to eat at places. He had some meetings while we were there. And it was just such a wonderful time. You know, during one of his meetings, I was in the room and I was waiting. And he called to let me know he was on the way back. And he said, "Yeah, I'm heading home." And then he said, he caught himself and he was like, "Oh, I mean to the hotel." And it was just wonderful to know that, it's like, even though we are at these hotels together, it does feel like our home. When we're together during that time, it does feel like we're home together. It does feel like it's our space. I bring coffee. I always bring coffee because me and him are huge coffee drinkers and I love my Colombian coffee. So I have to have it on hand. Sometimes I cook him something or Gabe will bake him something. So we have these incredible moments and we were at this hotel and it was absolutely incredible. The whole area was amazing. I mean, Redondo Beach is really beautiful. I saw a seal for the first time. I saw my first seal here. I was really, really happy. It was just beautiful. I mean, I was walking along the beach. We went out to eat so many times. So romantic. We spent a lot of time outside together in the jacuzzi together, really enjoying each other's company. And I don't know, I felt like this trip really brought us a little bit closer together. Later on in May, we kind of kept that momentum going and we stayed at I think it was the Marriott in Newport Beach. We stayed at so many hotels. I'm sometimes forgetting which hotels we stayed at. But I think we stayed at the Marriott in Newport Beach. And again, we had an incredible, incredible, incredible time. We got a lot of work done. It was beautiful. I mean, it was very relaxing. That one was a really relaxing getaway. We worked and we relaxed a lot, and it was beautiful. I really enjoy those moments where we can just kind of be comfortable in each other's company. And so it was like that. I remember that was a very relaxing stay. We ordered room service, things came to the room. It was very, 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 very relaxing. And I really needed that because I had had a really long week of work that week. So it was a very welcome getaway. And it was an impromptu getaway, and I was so thankful for that. And then in the beginning of June, just on June 2nd, we stayed at the Paradise Point Resort in San Diego. My God, what an incredibly beautiful place. It had 7 pools. All of the pools were heated. It has an adults only pool. It has a bar at the pool. It has these beautiful lagoons with koi fish and other wildlife in them. It has a beautiful overlook where you can kind of climb up really high and see over the whole property. The rooms were little bungalows. They were like little apartments. We had like a little 1-bedroom apartment with a cute little kitchen and living room and a dining area. And, you parked in the front. We had a little patio with a lagoon right there. It was just really beautiful. Reminded me a lot of Kellerman's from Dirty Dancing. And let's just say we didn't leave our bungalow a lot. That was another trip where we enjoyed each other's company a lot. We used all the resort amenities. We hung out in the jacuzzi a lot. We used the pool a lot, but we also spent a lot of our time in the room enjoying each other. Honestly, it's probably been one of my favorite stays just because the property was so beautiful. We had a little private stretch of beach right there. I mean, he just brings me to these places where I'm just like, I wouldn't even get to go if it wasn't for him. So it was really incredible. It was amazing. I loved being out at night and going up and looking at the moon, and it was a full moon night. And just holding hands, walking together, looking at the moon. And he always just does whatever silly things I want. Like, he's so open to doing them. Standing under the moon, my affirmations, hold these crystals, which is so unlike him if you see him, because he's like this professional guy with the 3-piece suit and just always very poised and very corporate, if you will. And so just to see him go along with all my stuff, I really, really love that. And now, we're coming up on July. I'm probably going to see him again in 2 weeks. And then in the beginning of July, we're going back to the Shade Hotel in Redondo Beach. We loved it so much. We're going back. We're going back for 3 days. And I could not be happier. Loved that place. Loved, loved, loved that place. And I am very, very excited to go back, to spend time there with him, to enjoy that jacuzzi again, to enjoy that moonlit night, to go to the beach. I mean, he just shows me this incredible, incredible, incredible time. And I feel like he noticed that I really like that place. So now we're going back there. And I don't know, I think we might continue to go back there. I don't know. I'm really excited. I've spent all these months just being taken away and being spoiled and pampered with these trips, and we're going to these luxury resorts. We're having these amazing experiences. He takes me to eat at these places. It's just incredible. It blows my mind, the experiences that he gives me. I mean, he really, really did show me a very different world than the one that I was used to. He showed me a completely different world. And then not only did he show me that world and start giving it to me, but again, he has shown me how to get it for myself. And he is guiding me. he's my guide here on this journey. Like I'm here and I'm doing all of these things, and it's him. He's guiding me. He's showing me how to move. He's showing me where to go. He's showing me the things that I need to do to make my dreams come true. And that's something that is incredibly useful when you know somebody and they're well connected and they're able to guide you and offer advice that really benefits you. I mean, I've never had a man do that for me where he's like, what are your dreams? And let me tell you how we're going to make them a reality. I'm really enjoying this. After so much healing, after so much time crying, I'm in this stage where I'm enjoying this time. I'm enjoying these trips so much. I cannot express to you guys enough how incredible it is to be taken away, to be whisked away, because I'm being whisked away on these journeys, on these trips by this amazing, amazing man. And he is just so generous and wonderful and kind and patient and just everything with me. I'm so happy. I can't even contain my smile. So that's what I've been up to. I've basically been healing, processing things, and going away, being taken away and being spoiled in these luxury resorts and these luxury hotels by this incredible, incredible giant man. And you know what? It's not just me that's healing. The kids are adjusting really, really well. I feel like we finally fully settled down. Gabe is really coming onto his own. He's developing his own fashion sense. He's going out and he's getting clothes that he likes, and he's doing things that he likes to do. And Jolene has graduated kindergarten, and she's getting ready to enter a charter school, an elite academy here. And, we're really, really, really excited for what the year holds for them. So I feel like we're all settling in. We're all doing better. We're all in a better headspace after the year here. We've have a secure foundation now. And now it's time to keep building on it, right? It's time to keep building on that foundation. Those projects that I was talking to you about before, the projects that I'm working on with my giant, all of that is stuff that is coming to fruition. And some of that has really pushed me out of my comfort zone. I mean, I'm writing again. I'm writing a lot, which I'm really, really thankful for. The words are kind of pouring out. I'm writing this story, my story. And I hope that you guys read it. I'm really excited to share it with the world. I'm doing other projects. I'm writing other things as well. And you know what? One of the projects that I'm working on with my giant, and one of the things that has brought me out of my comfort zone, is one of our projects has to do with the world of fantasy sports. And so I've had to kind of dip my toe into the world of sports, which is something that is very, very, very new for me. My ex-husband wasn't into sports. I've never been into sports. I am not athletic at all. I'm not a sports person. I trip over my own feet. So sports have never been something that are a part of our family, right? I mean, we watch wrestling. That's about as sporty as we get. We watch wrestling all the time. Monday Night Raw, all the wrestling events religiously, but that's about it. But now with this project in this area of fantasy sports, well, I've had to kind of get into that. And with it, it's been so interesting because I've gotten into football, I've gotten into basketball, for the first time since like 94, 95. I was watching the game. I watched the Knicks win, and it was incredible. I'm glad that the year that I came back to sports is the year that my Knicks took home and won the trophy finally after 53 years. I remember, being into basketball in my early teens and rooting for the Knicks, and it just never materialized. And now I'm back into sports, and here they are, and they won. So it's it's a great time to be back into sports. And it's brought my son back and my daughter. Like we watch the games together. We are looking forward to going to these different sporting events together. So sports are becoming a part of my life because of this work on this project that I'm doing. As a result of that, I'm going to be creating a women's fantasy league, right, for the upcoming football season. I'm going to be creating a league of 8 women. And with that, I'm going to start making events local to the OC Los Angeles area, where I'm going to create 2 events a month that I'm going to host. And we're just going to go out there and we're going to watch the sporting game. We're going to watch the games. We're going to watch them at Cosm. We're going to watch them at bars. We're going to go to different places, different venues, and watch these games and participate in this fantasy sports world and really step out of my comfort zone, learn something new, meet some new people, and just start living a totally different life. I mean, I'm building this incredible life, and this is now a part of it. I'm into sports, right? It's a whole new thing for me. So this is my summer exploring that. So expect to hear more about that. Again, I'm going to be hosting a women's league. It's going to be really, really exciting. I'm going to host 2 events a month, and we're going to get out there and we're going to have lots of fun. We're going to meet some people. We're not going to be on apps, and we're going to be enjoying each other's company and getting to know other amazing women. So again, get ready to hear more about that. I'm getting ready to shake my life up with that a little bit. So that's going to be something that's interesting. I'll be posting more details on that. And none of this is easy, right? I'm a single mom. I'm a sole provider. I get up at 5 a.m. every morning. I've had to build discipline to kind of make time to work out in the morning. After that, I have an hour. Now I have to write for an hour. Then I have 30 minutes where I can make my coffee and sit down and get ready for work. Then Jolene gets up. And so my days are incredibly, incredibly structured. I have had to get really, really good at time management in order to make all of these things work, because none of this thing is just going to be handed to me, right? Everything is stuff that I've had to work really hard for and have to continue to work really hard to make it happen. And between my corporate hours, my businesses, my projects, the podcast, social media, trying to grow personal development, the kids, it's a lot. So I'm really, really, really protective of my time, how I spend it, and who I spend it with. And, that's something that I'm learning as I go. So again, I'm really, really happy. I just wanted to share all of this stuff with you. I'm really learning a lot. I'm really learning a lot from my giant on how to grow my own podcast, how to get guests on. He's done an incredible job with his dreams and showing me how you take an idea from the beginning to the end. It's been something that's been incredible for me to watch him in action. And now I'm doing it. And you're witnesses to that. You guys have been with me from the beginning. You've seen my first episodes when I was with Leah. You've seen me kind of try to figure it out on my own. And now you've seen me start having guests and start to be more consistent. And wait until you see what comes next, because I'm learning. I've learned so much the past few months from my giant, and I'm continuing to learn more and more. I'm going to grow and use all of this to help me, not only to grow as a person, to grow as a business, to give me different revenue streams, but to help secure a legacy for my kids and to really step into this beautiful new life that I'm creating. I'm creating this life. And that's something that I have to be aware of and conscious of all the time when I start to worry, when things start to slip. I'm creating this life. I've built this. We live here. I made all of this happen, and I can do so much more. This is just the beginning. I haven't even fully stepped into who I am. I'm feeling myself more and more becoming, but I haven't fully stepped into that person yet. And I'm so excited to see what happens this year, how I change over the course of the year. Where am I going next? What trips am I going to go to? Where am I going to be taken to? I'm so happy with this little life that I have. I've built a really incredible life for myself. I live on my own. I have my own space. I get to be with my kids in my apartment. My mom gets to live with me. Nobody gets to tell me anything about how I decorate, how I spend my time. My apartment is always clean. It's always orderly. Everything is always in its place. And I have candles lit. It smells really, really nice. I love the vibe in here. And I did all of that. I have all of this. So, just really, really being thankful for that and for this life and understanding that I've built this. I did this. And I'm so incredibly grateful for that. I can't wait to see what the rest of the year brings, how everything changes, the growth that is coming, these projects that are coming to fruition. You're going to see me working really hard, busting ass and talking about these new projects. And I really hope that you guys will support them and come along on this journey with me. Again, it's something I'm totally just stepping out of my comfort zone. I'm embracing my new life. I'm in love with myself. It's something that I've waited so long to really feel, but I'm in love with myself and I'm in love with my life right now. And oh my God, I wish that for each and every one of you. I wish all of you to fall in love with yourself, because this feeling is incredible. I wish all of you to fall in love with your lives. And if you're not in love with your life, Just know that you are in charge of how it looks. No matter if it seems desperate, no matter if it seems there's no way out, there is. You can look for a way out. The one in charge of your life is you. And every day is a chance to start over. Every day is a chance to change it. And every day is an opportunity to become the best version of yourself. And you know what? I've been really putting the work in and I'm seeing the results. And I am just so thrilled with the way that things have been going. I'm very excited to share with you what's coming next. There are more guests coming. There are events coming. There is a whole new life that you get to see me embark on. So buckle up, Buttercup, because a whole summer of adventure, of passion, of excitement, and of exploring with my kids is heading my way. And you guys have a front row seat to witness that. And I can't wait to share that with you. I'm fully stepping out of my comfort zone this summer. I am recording regardless of how I feel I look, what I'm wearing. You are going to see candid videos of me out living my life and showing you what it's like when you truly just embrace that you can do anything. And you know what? The only person that can really stop you is you. So just get out there and live the life that you want to live. It's not easy. It's not easy. It's super, super hard. But you know what? It's so worth it. It is so worth it because it's incredible. And you get to live life on your terms and you get to make life as beautiful as you want to make it. And I'm really, really, really grateful for that. So again, this was just a one-on-one episode where I wanted to share with you guys what's been happening with me, what's been going on, what I've been going through. Now, you know, I've been traveling, I've done some healing, I've been having some really, really amazing sex, and I'm ready. I'm ready to continue to enjoy my summer. I'm ready to bring more guests to the podcast. I'm ready to fully embark on this next stage of my creative life. And I cannot wait to share the rest of it with you guys. Thank you so much for sticking through with this journey on me, for watching with me. I can't wait to share the rest. Anyways, have a great day, everyone. Love y'all.